Hey gorgeous, so how are you? After a year of lockdown, almost exactly a year coming up next week, finally getting the sense that things are changing, and I feel very excited and actually, if I'm honest, really relieved. So I won't lie, I have found it tough emotionally, and I have found myself obsessing over the news. They call it doom scrolling. I am a doom scroller, right? And for somebody who has habitually always described herself as pathologically optimistic and proactive, that is a very weird space to be in. I have not enjoyed it. And there have been times where I have hardly recognized myself in it. It's just been strange, right? And I'm not trying to be dramatic here. It's not like I've had to scrape myself up off the floor. And I actually know some people really have. So I'm aware I've gotten away super lightly with it, but I haven't been myself. And I have really not been that motivated. And I have really missed people. So remember back in the first 3 months or so of COVID, I thought, brilliant. I can take a little step back, have a bit of breathing room, do some planning. Let's just say over the course of a year, I did a lot more planning than I had planned on. So I know that some businesses really have profited fantastically out of lockdown and the situation that we find ourselves in. Now, mine was not especially one of them. But fortunately, it didn't completely run into the ground. It's just been a bit meh. The whole year is gone and there's really just not much to write home about. And along the way, I started asking myself, what is the business I really want going forward? What do I want to do more of? What do I want to do less of? And maybe you've found yourself asking some of the same things, because one thing is for sure, this crazy weird year has sure made us look at our lives and assess our priorities, right? One of my big wins I want to share with you. I have been searching for a new tagline for my business for some time because, of course, brands evolve. And I knew there was something else out there waiting for me, and I finally nailed it. So it is Unforgettable Impact, Your Awesomeness Unleashed. Boom, right? Instantly I was like, yes, that's what I do for people. And I was able to see my business in a whole new light. And so that up-leveling of clarity was instantaneous. But what really excited me was that I'm also pulling in a part of me that I had kind of sidelined for years. So back in the day, I used to run a motivational call that went out around the world weekly, and I loved it. I like to be inspired, and I love to inspire. So when I came up with this new tagline, Your Awesomeness Unleashed, not only does it perfectly express the impact of branding, but it brings in the mindset side of it as well, like how to embody your brand, how to fully leverage the energy of your brand, what headspace you need to be in so that people just buy into you, because your confidence and your presence and your style just hits the spot. And for them, like eyes across a crowded room, suddenly you are the one. So I am restructuring a few things. I'm cutting back the big brand rollouts that I've done for years with the marketing funnels and the websites and all the bells and whistles. That takes up months of my time. So from now on, I'm only taking on a couple of those a year. Instead, I want to work faster, more focused and agile with more people to get their core brand created and launched out into the marketplace where it should be, dazzling their dream clients. So I'll be taking on 4 clients a month starting from the 1st of April. And then, after their brand is ready to rock and roll 30 days later, they'll be invited to join my mastermind group called Live Your Brand Out Loud. which I am so vibed about because it focuses on the actions and the attitude you need to play the bigger game after your brand is in place, which is so energizing to me. I'm only offering it to clients I've already worked with though, people with their brand locked in and ready to go big. And I'm also going to be launching my podcast, which is something I've wanted to do for ages, and I will also be running at least 2 retreats each year. Okay, so I call them retreats because my gorgeous BFF Sherry taught me how to run retreats. Technically, mine are actually luxury mastermind intensives. No yoga or floaty music. We will be in one of the world's most fabulous cities, shopping, champagne, laughter, fabulous food, and masterminding stratospheric business success. That's a yes from me. Honestly, I am so happy. From the flatness of pandemic life, it feels like I have finally found my perfect pitch for me and my business. So that is my Drop Dead Fabulous comeback, and it is all I can think about. So what will you do differently in the coming year? What does your perfect pitch look like in your business? Now, where I live, the daffodils are coming up. Spring is springing and the world is coming back to life. And I feel like the daffodils are coming up again in business too. It is going to be an incredible year. And thank you for letting me share my excitement with you. I am really looking forward to getting back in the game, feeling full of energy and doing wonderful things with wonderful people like you. Now, if you'd like to grab one of my 4 branding spots coming up in April, now is the time to start a conversation with me about that. Just direct message me on social or fill in the contact form on my website. And of course, if you want help with planning your Drop Dead Fabulous comeback, you can hit me up for a half-day brainstorming session because that would be really fun to do together. Okay, talk soon. And in the meantime, as always, be completely, totally, irrevocably unforgettable. Mwah.